Yeah, Yang disappeared at the same time I pressed
Oh
record.
yeah.
Where are you, Ying? Did I just eject her from the class instead?
Oh my goodness, what happened? That was really weird. It was exactly the same.
Yeah, she's just appeared back in.
Sorry, I don't know
So
what happened. I went to expand the page, but I think I kicked myself out.
it happened at the exact same time that I pressed record, and then you just disappeared. I was just like, oh, did I do something? Did
No,
I
I
I
click?
went
don't
to
want to be
double click.
recorded.
Yeah.
Ah, all right. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. And then allow your eyes to close or your eye gaze to just soften. And then follow your breath. From the moment it enters through your nose to the moment it leaves. Observe how it feels when you're breathing in. And observe how it feels as you're breathing out. Take 10 more breaths, staying as present as you can be. Feeling how the ground supports you from beneath. Being aware of the sounds that you can experience around you. Observe any other factors like things you can smell or maybe even things you can see. But without any of those factors influencing your state of mind. So you're just being aware of exactly what's around you, what surrounds you, but not letting it change your emotions. Not letting anything annoy you. And not allowing yourself to question why. Just find acceptance. So you most likely got to the end of those 10 breaths now. Take your right hand up to the left shoulder blade behind your back. Tilt your head to the left shoulder. Staying in the tilt, lower the chin down to the chest. Eyes to the left armpit. And then lift your chin and look over the left shoulder. Releasing, returning the hand down, returning head back to center. Change sides, the left arm up the back, tilt the head to the right shoulder. Observing the chin position here at the moment. Maybe you can play around with the head a little bit, see where it feels the best. Chin lowers to chest whilst you're in the tilt. Eyes to right armpit. And then lift the chin, look over the right shoulder. Keep allowing the spine to stay long and tall. Return back to the beginning. Remove the arm from behind your back. Leave the shoulders a little shimmy or anything that feels nice for them. And then, let me jump then. If I roll it behind me. Let's turn over onto hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Breathing in, lifting the chest into upward cat. Breathing out into downward cat. And just flowing gently between the two. Inhale and exhale. Keep the weight over the hands as you're exhaling. And then make your way into forward fold with feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees as much as your body needs here, and then loosely take the forearms and hang. So we're technically in dangling. Press the big toes down. Lift the back of the legs up. Breathe into your belly. Take 3 more breaths, allowing the breath to stay constant. Release the hands to the ground. Step. I'm going to say right and left legs, but you're welcome to swap to another leg if you wish. Right leg steps back to lunge. And then turn your left foot round a quarter turn to the left side, and then drop your hip down to the floor. So you're turning in towards the left. So you go from here to here. Whatever leg is in front, make sure that foot turns a quarter turn out, and then you turn towards the inside edge of the leg. So yeah, if you wanted to be on a different side of the mat, you can, or if you want to do a different leg, so you're facing the screen, that's also all good. So a lovely lounging lizard position. You're welcome to adjust your hand a little bit further away so we don't sink into the shoulder. And hopefully feel that lovely stretch in the side body, maybe even the outside of the hip, depending on what your body needs right now. Alternatively, the bottom leg can be slightly bent, depending on what feels comfortable for you. I always like to have a little wriggle around and a little rock here, just because it feels really nice on the side. But yeah, you do whatever your body needs. Take 3 more deep breaths, maybe even try turning your chest into the inner thigh. Unravel back to the short edge of your mat. Step forwards into forward fold. Again, having feet hip distance apart. It enables the balance to stay sturdier. Take the forearms, dangle the torso from the hips. Breathe all the way up to the tailbone. Breathe out, feel your belly lifting away from your thighs. Release the hands to the floor. This time, step your right leg back a long step. Lounging lizard, take a quarter turn with the right foot to the long edge of your mat. Drop the left side of the hip down to the floor. Lengthen the bottom leg out, pull your belly in. Again, find comfort in the upper body and the shoulders. Take 3 more deep breaths. Unravel back to the front of your mat. Feet hip distance, dangle. Tuck your chin. Imagine you're pulling the entire rib cage out of the hips. 3 more breaths. Tipping your hips more forwards. Lifting the back of the legs high. Release the hands to the ground. Step your right leg a long step back to lunge. Then drop the knee to the floor. Shift the hips back into baby pyramid. Toes can lift off the floor if you wish, or keep them down. It's entirely up to you. Draw the belly in. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then shift forward into lunge. Turn your torso to face the right short edge of your mat. Rest your left elbow onto the thigh. And then reach your right arm over your head. If you find that it's awkward having your elbow on your thigh, reach your hand down the inside of the leg towards the ground, and your hand can even go on a block. Draw the right shoulder back and open. Sink your hips forwards and down. Staying in your lunge, lift both arms up and square your shoulders to the short edge of the mat. And then we're going to shift the weight back so your hips are over the knee. Doesn't matter if this leg is long or straight, you can go into the baby pyramid if you wish. And then we're going to side bend to the left. So yeah, your foot can be bent. Your leg can be bent or your leg can be straight. It's entirely up to you. Both arms reach from the armpits to the fingertips. 3 more breaths. Awesome. And then we're going to come back the same way that we came. So lifting the left arm up, shift the hips forwards, pull the belly in, and then turn your shoulders to face the right edge and extend your body. Good. Hand to floor, step forwards and fold. One more breath in. One more breath out. Step left leg back to lunge, land the knee. Lovely. Good. Drag the hip back into baby pyramid. Toes can lift or toes can stay down. Let it feel like you're trying to pull the heel of your foot into the back of your hip. Cool. Coming forwards back into lunge. Bring your right arm on the inside of the leg or elbow to thigh. And then take the left arm wide and over your ear towards the front. Get that lovely extension. And then rotate the torso so the right side of your chest pushes forwards and the left shoulder blade draws back and down. Keep pressing the hip forwards and down to open out the hip space as well as the side body. Awesome. Turn your shoulders to your short edge of your mat. Lift your arms up. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Tuck the tailbone under. Shift the weight back so your hips are over your left knee. Drop the right arm to the floor. Left arm stays lifted. Side bend. If it feels wobbly, really focus on pushing the front foot firmly into the ground. Take one more breath in. I nearly choked on my own spit then. One more breath out. And then return back the way we came. So arm comes up, shift the hips forwards and down, pull the belly in. So we're not relaxed in the abs, we're lengthened and stiff. Turn to face your left. Lower the right hand down on the inside of the leg, left arm reaches overhead. Keep pressing your hips down and forwards, come into the edge. Good, square, torso to ground, lift left knee off the floor, step forwards and fold. Step your right leg along, step back to lunge, land the knee, and then drag the hips back into baby pyramid. If you wish to, you may want to use a block underneath the right hand and have that hand close to the inside of the left leg. And then turn chest to left, left arm rises, twisted baby pyramid. Wrap the arm behind the back to the opposite hip. Continue to press the left big toe down and forwards, but also at the same time let it feel like you're pulling your hip back. Press the right side of your chest forward to draw the left shoulder blade in towards the spine. Can you feel that around the outside of your bum? Or you may feel it more in the torso or the hamstring. Unravel, bend the knee, turn your shoulders to the front, lift your arms up into a lunge, and then turn to the right side, keeping the left arm up, drop the right hand down behind into a side bend. And then windmill the hands back to the floor, step forwards and fold. Stepping left leg back, drop the knee to the floor, drag the hips back until you find the hamstring stretch on the right. Left hand to the floor on the inside of the leg or onto the block. And then keep pushing from the armpit right into the heel of the hand and the fingertips. Take the twist with the right hand lifting. As you lift the right hand up, keep your foot flat to the floor, but feel your right hip bone pull back. That stops your butt cheek moving out to the right side and your right knee twisting inwards. So I think right hip bone, drag it back a little bit more, wrap the arm behind the back, place it on the opposite hip, and then use that to help you turn more. Take 2 more breaths. And then unravel. Bring your hips forwards back into lunge. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Turn your shoulders to the left side. Drop the left hand down. Reach the right arm up into the back, into the side bend. Keep pressing the hips open. Brilliant. Land. Hands to floor, step forwards and fold. And this time just tuck one leg underneath the other to sit down onto the floor. Make sure you can see the screen. Options here. So either with the left leg, I don't know which direction to face, there. Either with the left leg out in front or left leg tucks underneath, right leg across the top, either with the foot to the outside of the knee, with the knee a little bit higher, or more cow face with the knees stacking over one another. And then if you want to sit on a block, you can do. If you want to use a block underneath the knees, that's also a nice option, because it helps you to get a bit more tilted with your pelvis. So it lifts the front of your pelvis up a little bit. And again, so this targets the outside of your hip on the right side. Take a twist to the right. Hug the leg in, regardless of where you are. And then either keeping the hug with your left hand or move your left hand into any position. Again, you might want to block to help you stabilize. But lift the right arm up and side bend towards the front left corner. I always find it easier actually to stay hugging the leg, but it's, you know, whatever works, all depends on the shape and the length of your limbs. You're welcome to rest this arm on your head as well, if you so wish. So yeah, turn your torso to whatever leg's on top. Turn your torso towards that one. Yeah, that's it. And then it's, the back arm comes over. So you imagine that you're trying to turn your chest underneath the armpit whilst you're bending into the side. Oh, that's so delicious. I love it. Brilliant. A release, and then come down into a fold over the right, or the top leg. Just got to readjust my block. Digging in. And then keeping your tailbone anchored back and down, draw the belly in. If it feels nice in your body, you don't have to, but imagine you're trying to turn your shoulders round to the back. Over the right shoulder if your right leg's on top, over the left shoulder if your left leg's on top. It creates a really lovely feeling along the back of the body, as well as the outside of the right hip. Take 3 more deep breaths. It's always on the 3rd breath, it just feels like the most amazing, doesn't it? I don't want to leave. But gently rise. Let your spine be tall. If you've got a block underneath the knee, remove it. Take the top leg out to the side. The bottom leg's going to tuck into the inner thigh. And then side bend. So facing the bent knee, that arm is going to come over towards the toes. Flex the foot. Let it feel like you're trying to drag the heel of your foot into the back of your hip. Yeah, that's it. And then turn the chest. I'm not going to stay here for long. So keep your left butt cheek down. Push into the sole of the right foot. And then as you do that, try and turn onto your left arm or the lifted arm. Take your hands to the opposite side. So land your lifted hand just by the side of your butt cheek. Sweep one arm round, open the hip. So you're welcome here to adjust the foot position, maybe take it back so we create more of a curve in the hip. And take your arm to wherever feels the best for your body. Gently land. Swapping the legs over. So this time, right leg is going to go on the bottom, left leg is going to go on the top, or the opposite way around to what you did before. Tuck the bottom leg under as another option. Sometimes it feels good here to lean forwards because then it makes it easier to cross the inner thighs and then sit back. Blocks anywhere you want them to be. And then whatever leg is on top, you're going to turn to that direction. Loosely hug the leg in. I already feel that both sides feel completely different for me, because even the hug, the leg is in a different position, so it makes it a little bit harder to hug. So it just comes, doesn't it, with time and relaxing and just finding the best place for each side. So staying in that twist, the back arm comes up and reach it towards the opposite front diagonal. Again, if you want to rest your arm on your head, you can. Breathe into it, breathe into the challenge, because inevitably there's going to be somewhere where it feels a little bit uncomfortable and unnatural. But then teach yourself to find it more comfortable. Relax the tense places. Take your exhalation there. Coming out of the side bend and then into the fold. So again, it's the same direction as the leg that's on the top. Round your spine. So you want to curl the chin to the chest. Imagine you're tucking your tailbone under and lifting the pubic bone up towards the belly button. As your body softens into it and you want to get that extra sensation, imagine you're rotating your torso with your shoulders towards the back of the room. Take 3 more deep breaths. At the end of those 3 breaths, come back up, tall spine, remove any props you have. I don't know if I can uncross my leg. Uncross the top leg and take it out. The other leg stays tucked into the inner thigh, draw the toes back to flex the foot. Turn the shoulders towards the bent knee, and then that arm comes up and over into the side bend. This hand can be wherever you want it to be. You can even support your head. And this arm can relax if you so wish. Again, yeah, but as we're not here for long, move actively into the edge. Feel the strength in your body creating the rotation. So the right shoulder blade squeezes into the back, the left side of your chest comes forwards. Push into the sole of the left foot or whatever leg you've got out. Opposite butt cheek stays anchored. And then test the edge. Can you come a little lower? Oh, that's so good. Gently release. Take your hands behind. Lift the hips up off the floor. Let this arm go wherever feels good. Eye gaze again wherever's natural, so your neck doesn't feel tense or uncomfy. Feel free to move your left longer leg foot back. Open out the front of your hip. Explore your arm position. Oh. One more breath in. Fill yourself with joy as you breathe out. Just feel amazing. And then gently lower. Sweep your feet round in front of you. Lay down onto your back. Cross your right ankle outside or over the left knee. And then drop your legs down to the left side. Adjusting yourself as you need. Maybe walking this foot in. Holding the ankle. Alternatively, you can place the foot on top of the inner thigh of the other leg if it feels really tight. Or use your left hand on the inside of the right knee to guide it away. Three deep breaths. And then either choose to stay or choose to tuck that top leg fully over that bottom leg. So we come into a twist. Spread your upper back on the floor. You can take your arms wherever you have the space or wherever is comfortable. And hopefully you feel this quite strongly around the outside of the right hip. Sometimes tucking the knees up towards the torso, a little bit higher up can move that up your body. Breathe deeply into your torso. So right down to where your diaphragm sits below the ribs and above the hips. As you breathe out, let go of the effort you're holding in your body. Let the floor support you from underneath. Take 3 more breaths. And then gently return the legs back into the middle. Moving gently and slowly so your back stays calm. Unhook the leg. And then cross left ankle over the right knee. Drop then the legs down to the right. Adjust your left foot to a place where it's comfortable to stay. Keep focusing on your breathing. You'll be surprised at how much we can hold on to tension in our body without realizing it. Even if we think we're relaxing. So bring your attention into your breath and keep it there, because the breath enables the body to relax further by calming the nervous system down. Either stay with your legs in this position or tuck the top leg, the left leg around the right leg more. So the thighs cross. Drop the leg, knees closer to the ground on the right. If there's space that you want to fill, use a block. Stay focused. Follow your breath in. Follow your breath out. Anytime your mind gets distracted away from following your breath, just re-divert your attention back into it. It's the best we can do. And even though that might not get rid of the distractions, it helps you be in a better place despite the distractions. Five more breaths. At the end of those 5 breaths, return your hips gently to the middle. Hug your knees into your chest. Instantly feel relief in your spine. And then spread your inner thighs apart, and you can stay here or stack ankles over knees for happy baby. And have a gentle rock side to side. Lovely. Take your feet together. Place your feet down, lengthen the legs out. Or keep your knees bent and just enjoy how your body feels in this lengthened position. Take a deep breath in all the way down to your feet, and as you breathe out, feel the floor beneath you, almost hugging you. Take 5 more breaths. Allowing the exhalation to be as long as possible. And bring your attention back into your body, wriggling the fingers, wriggling the toes and ankles. Allow the movement to get bigger and bigger, doing whatever your body feels like it needs. And then in your own time, in your own way, sit yourself back up